You feel better?
Yes, come on.
100?
200.
Oh, wow. Are you going to be for one source of money? Are you going to be for one source of money? Are you going to?
Tomorrow? Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to hear, but there is some talk.
Yeah, I'm. So, no, I see.
Beautiful to see so many friends at the temple tonight, and this is Geshe Gawa, and he's going to do a teaching tonight, and any way that we can contribute to support the Kaidan Shartsi Monastery, donations are being accepted out in the lobby, and they all go to support the housing and needs of the monastery in southern India. And so, thank you so much for being here, and thank you, Geshe-Dhamma, for your teaching.
students, all of you. I'm Dawa from India, and so today I am going to share some of my knowledge which I learned in monastery more than 30 years. So the main topic today, is death, intermediate states, and rebirth, these things. But so first, I just want to start from about religious. So, so some people say that Buddhism is religious, or some say it is a lifestyle, it's not a religious, it's a philosophy. So I think that Buddhism is kind of religious, but in Buddhism there are a lot of knowledge, philosophy about ritual, meditation, lifestyle. All there are you can find in Buddhism. So it is fine that if we accept the Buddhism as a religious, because in Buddhism there are also kind of worship, ritual, reciting mantra, all we can do through the Buddhism's activities. And the next is, so I am going to start from the funny questions, that which religious is the best? Which religious? Do you have any answer? So whenever these questions come in our heart, in our mind, and most of the people think and accept that the religious which they are following is the best one, because that is their perspective, because it is suitable on their own nature. That's why they feel their own, and also we look on those religious with a selfish mind. So in Buddhism we say when we born and when we slowly become older, and it's arise selfish mind. We love oneself. Then after that we love my country, my religion, my family. So it's from it start from selfish mind. So that's why the one perspective is, my religion is best, and I don't care what another religion is not good. So this perspective or on. So I don't think that is the right view, or not reality which we see is. So the answer is, every religion, if I talk with the reality, we investigate, then every religious are best. For there are a lot of different different nature of the people. So it's according to their, their nature. Same like if I ask you any questions like that, which food is best? American food, Asian food, Indian food, Chinese food. So there's no answer because it's depend on what the people like. I like, Asian food, but another people don't like. They like American food. So there are no any one food that we can say this is the best food. So the answer is, it's depend on how we like, which food we like. So it's individual problem, individual case, And when I follow Buddhisms, I like Buddhisms. Buddhism is best for me, but not best for all people. So then how the reality is every religious is best. So is there any logic or reason? Yes, there are reason. That reality is, when you come to know that every people have different nature, different interests. Some like, when we come to any song, any movie, some people like action movie, some like, thriller. We cannot force that every people should be like action movie. So it's, depend on their nature. That's why some in religious, according to their nature, some likes Hindu religions, some like Buddhism, some like. So this is the reality. So we should accept that reality, and also if we understand that every religious is best, then religious harmony is necessary. That religious harmony is one of the way to make this world more peaceful. And also, we should not forget that any of religion purpose or goal is advices of compassion, love, caring, to make peaceful, understanding. So this is the main goal of every religious. So if we really understand that one, then we can respect every religious. And also, many people cannot understand that what is the main purpose of the religions. Then they create the trouble in this world, the name of the religious activities. So when people try to make trouble in this world, name of the religious, then it's go against their religious practice, because their religious practice is, the main purpose is to make peaceful, compassion, practice of love. Then it's go opposite of their goal. So we should not forget the main goal or main purpose. Then whenever someone teach you that make some trouble in this world, the name of the religious activities, then we don't want to follow. And Buddha said that the one is the very important, that before any religious advice, we should investigate, we should contemplate that that advice is the reality or not, the meaning is reality or not, it is good for oneself or other people. then if you really understand the meaning or the main purpose, then you should follow. Otherwise, you don't follow with a blind faith. So whenever people give any religious advice, then we should investigate. So don't forget to investigate. Even now, I am talking to you, and whatever I talk, you should investigate also. You should not forget. You should not follow, except immediately that the meaning. I am also not perfect. So in my talk there are a lot of mistake and fault. There's a lack of knowledge to you investigate, and if my talk, the meaning is reality or it's good for you, then you can take. And if you feel that it is not good for you and community, then you should not accept. So this, advice of the Buddha is very, useful and meaningful. So next is, now I'm going to talk about the death, rebirth, and intermediate states. So now I'm going to start about the concept or perspective of Buddhism, how Buddhisms accept, about death, birth, rebirth, all those things. So, and you whenever during my talk, you just notice some, and if you have any doubt or if my meaning is not clear, then you keep some question and we can discuss later, the end of the sessions. Then, okay. And if you have any questions related with my talk or not related, even not talk, like a general knowledge about Buddhism, then you can ask. Maybe I will try my best to give you answer. So in Buddhism's, we believe that there's 4 states: birth state, prayer state, death state, intermediate state. And so this 4 state is, process of our life. So and these are the part of our life. So even we accept or not, but it is reality. We don't have any options. It will happen. And second is some people. So in Buddhism's, thinking about death, like a death impermanence, thinking about that is, the meaningful advice, and it is very benefit for us to make our meaningful, to do the practice of the Dharma. But many people think that, it is useless. It make us scary, thinking about, is a boring topic, about death. So why people think that, so we are going to stay in this world until 100 of age, no more. I don't think no more than 100 of age. But inside our mind, inside our heart, we make planning of our life as we are going to stay here permanent. Always busy, we have many plans. So, and so then So death, death of permanence, impermanence, death of impermanence. Thinking about death of impermanence have a lot of benefit. So I am going to talk about those things. Okay. So you know, if we don't think about our death, then you know a lot of negative emotions arrive. We cannot make the proper plan of our life. Proper plan of our life. Like it is not make you scary. It's not make just to scare you. Like good student and bad student. If I give you an example, so good student get good marks in exam, good result. Why? Because they make plan, preparation, good preparation before exam. So how they make plan for good preparation of the exam? Because they know what is the date of exam. So they remain in their mind, and then they make plan. I have only 10 days, then first day I'm going to learn science, then second day I'm going to, and before exam they prepare good. So it's same like that. If we don't know that about to accept death, then we cannot make good plan, good preparation. And that is uncertain. Sometimes it's come immediately, and we cannot say them that don't come now, because I didn't have peace of mind. I cannot make the meaningful life. So that will not wait for us. So before it happen, we should make good plan. So whatever we do, preparation before death. Okay, this is so thinking about death of impermanence teach us how to make preparation before something bad happen. So it seems like that. So this is not just for make you scary. And so death is, reality. It is part of our life. So there are two ways. One is you understand about death and accept the death, or one way you don't want to think about death and you don't want to accept. So, but we should investigate which one is more benefit, which one is reality. So these two things, when you don't, if it seems like that, so if the bad students don't get the good marks because they are never thinking about, exam is coming soon, they didn't make prepare, so that's why they didn't get good result. So if we think more about accept the reality, accept the death, that is the part of our life, and then that is more, I think that is more benefit for us. And so if the death once come, then we cannot bring wealth, we cannot bring our house, car, any family, our partner, and even we cannot bring this body. So body is with us from when we take a birth to death, is always come with us, but we cannot bring this. And so it teaches us that everything is temporary. Our partner is temporary, so our house, all those are temporary. Then this is reality. So if you understand that family, all those things are temporary, once you understand this reality, then your attachment will reduce. If that everything is temporary, then you are not doing too much with the busy of the just for following your only desire, like some people always in their mind they think about to making money always, and they don't have time for their self, and they don't have time for their family, to taking care of them, to having peace of mind. So this all, they think that they are going to stay here for permanent, and they think something that their partner are permanent, family, their job are permanent. So that's why they have too much attachment with this world, and they arise negative emotions, a lot of negative emotions. So once we understand, everything is temporary, even this body is temporary, so we don't love too much with the body too. And so then we need to take care of body or not. So if body is temporary, then we need to, take care of not? Then, the answer is, yeah, we should take care of our body. Not just for making, not just for looking good or something. For make your life meaningful, to do the Dharma practice, to taking care of other people. So we obtain the human life in this life. So human life is very precious. We should take advantage of it and do something great things in this life through using of this body. So this body is the boat. When you want to cross the big lake, and you need the boat, and you use that boat and to cross the lake, you successful using of that boat. So our body is our boat to cross the lake. So use your body to make your life meaningful, to do something good for your life, and peace of mind, happiness, to great things in your life, to do also the Dharma practice. So if your body is not healthy, then you get lot of disease and lot of health issue. Then you cannot you cannot do any great things in your life, because you already have a lot of problems with your health. So with this intentional, we should take our body healthy, both of physical and mental. Both of physical is also healthy. So in Buddhism, we teach a lot of mindfulness. So mindfulness is not just something mindful about the Buddha image, not just that. So mindful, so we start doing practice mindfulness on the emptiness, bodhicitta, and Buddha image, but we should always also to do those mindfulness practice in our daily life. Whenever you eat the food, so we should mindful that you are going to eat the healthy food or not, the how much you are, how the limit portion you are going to eat. So all those things, whenever you talk with your friend, when you are in the, in a car, you are also doing mindful. So all those, you should take mindful practice in your whole, day. When you are alone in house, you mindful on your mind. When you are in public, you should mindful on your talk. Are you are going using harsh word, harsh language or not? So mindfulness is, not just to mindful on something very higher practice. So thinking about the death make us humble, teach us how to make the good plan for your life, to make how to make your life meaningful, and also the impermanence teach you a lot of things. So impermanence is reality, and whenever you have problems, problem is impermanent. So you should not feel weak or too much worry whenever you have problems, because problem is impermanence, it's not a permanent. And also whenever you have like a very good things, good day happening, then you should not do arrogance. Even good day is an impermanence. So stay humble whenever you have peace of mind peace, the good things happening or bad thing happenings, both are impermanence. So, it make us accept the reality and make you humble and, and so every day and every time, every second, we are approaching close to death. You accept or not. Like our lifespan is reducing every day. And, every birthday we celebrate, some celebrate, big celebration. And, but if we look the reality, then it is, your lifespan is getting reduced every years. So, and so sometimes people spend a lot of money on the birthday celebration, but when people ask me, are you doing celebration of your birthday? So I give them answer that. So if are you going to celebrate birthday? Yes, they say yes, they are going to celebrate. But what is the purpose of your celebrating your birthday? So I give them advice that if you have not done anything good things in your last year, something improvement, something you learn new things, the good knowledge, good achievement, then why you are celebrating your birthday? Because this is not things to you to celebrate. So nothing improvement, nothing change, nothing, no achievement, but still they are celebrating their birthday. So I tell them that if you have something achievement, something transform in your life, then you should celebrate your birthday to, to something big. Otherwise, you are celebrating of your reducing your year, your lifespan. I am not going to stay more in this world and celebrate. It's same like that. If we something do good things in your past year, then you can celebrate. I achieved something. I have a lot of transform my life, improvement in life, so we can celebrate. So it is suitable, to do celebrate of birthday. And then when the death come close to us, and the knowledge cannot help. So knowledge cannot help to run from the death. The Buddha, Jesus. There's a lot of scholar in this world is already passed away. So knowledge, they have a lot of knowledge, but the knowledge cannot help to run from and also the wealth. So we are earning a lot of money in this life, thinking about, something, the many people have gold, their gold to be a very richest man, richest person in the world. But so riches, if they have a lot of money, but they cannot buy the lifespan, the end of the life. So also wealth cannot help us. And even if we think that, richest people are more happier than, the, medium people, but it is wrong, We have a big understanding because the richest people also eat 3 times, which you are eating, like same things, pizza, burger. They are not eating gold or diamond. They are eating same like us. They are wearing the same clothes, like one pant, one shirt, one shoes on their hand. They cannot wear the 3 shoes on their 1 feet. So they are same what they are doing in their life. So they are not much, happier. So happy life is, you are skillful, not on your, wealth. So I say that money is important, but not everything. Money is important, but not everything. So if we understand this thing, then, money is used for necessary, but not everything. Money cannot buy happiness because there are a lot of rich people in the world, and they have still, mental problem. They are still suffering from inside. And in daily news, you can see that the rich people suicide, rich people have depression problem, and they have to eat pills for sleeping. They cannot sleep well in the night because in how much you take the responsibility of your business or something, that much you have, worry in your mind. So they have a lot of worry. So here, money cannot help you to buy lifespans, So our lifespan is depend on your previous life karma. So your previous life karma decide how much you are going to stay in this life. But so we should understand there are 2 different karma. One is you create already in your past life, but everything is not going to depend on that one. The one karma is you are creating in this life. So so the one karma which you create in your previous life decide that which place you are going to born, which family you are going to born. So you cannot choose. But once you come in this world, you obtain this life, then how you are going to live is in your hand. You are going to reach or not, you are having peace of mind or not, you are going to live meaningful life or not is in your hand. No? So if your previous life karma give you the lifespan of 80 years, it doesn't mean that you are going to live 80 years. Because if in your this present life, if you are not taking care of your body with the health, then you can die earlier. So it's depend on both of them, both of them. So there are two karma. So many people say, oh, I become a fail on this job because of my previous karma. So this is the people doing excuse. This is excuse. So how your life going to be live in this life is you have control in your hand. You cannot blame on your previous karma. Okay. So karma have two things. Karma also means actions. So if you are going to take something exam, then what will be result is how you prepare in this life. So it's on your hand. So your preparation, your action create karma. So from morning to night, you are always creating new karma for your life. So you are doing actions, negative thought, positive thought. So our consciousness is like a bank. So you are putting a lot of balance, good karma, bad karma. So you are going to have the result sooner or later. So also, if you are very strong, you are going to gym, and how much you are strong, you cannot defeat the death. You cannot say, I am very strong, I'm going to gym every day, then I cannot die tomorrow. We cannot say that. So yeah, strong cannot defeat the death. And magic, you have superpower, you can fly. If it cannot help to run from death, birds can fly, but they are also they dead, they can die. So king, any president, so whatever if there are any beings, then they have to be accept the die. And if you want long life, then your previous life decide how much you are going to live. And also you have responsibility. If you want to live that much, then you have to, what is the solution is, you have to take care of your body. When you drive, you have to careful. When you eat, you have to careful, and you have to exercise. All those, medication, all those things. Also, responsibility of your life. So, not only prayer can help you to remove the obstacles. So, I already told you before that in Buddhism there's a lot of things, the worship, the ritual. There's also ritual to remove the obstacles, but we cannot only rely on that. There's a lot of Buddhist philosophy which talk about logic and accept the reality. So taking care. So I think that Buddhism advice we can use both of physical health and mental health, not only mental health, but more in Buddhism the more advice is on mental health, but it helps also teach us to how to take care of our physical health. So so in Lamrim, whenever we say that this human life is precious, we should not waste, we should do the dharma practice. So if we talk about that, then we should also our physical health into the path of practice. If we should do something great in your human life, then we should take care of your health, physical health, to do the successful dharma practice, to help other beings. So through this body, using of this body, we can do something good. Otherwise, we cannot help other beings. If we have already a lot of disease, so praying is not enough. Also I say that prayer is good, important, but it's not enough. In reality. So some religious say that believe that prayer is everything. If you pray to the God, then it's everything. He will save you. But in Buddhism, this is not acceptable. So so then how our prayers help us? So in Buddhism, what is the real blessing? What is the real blessing? So not real blessing is not just someone give you the mantra or magic power, or not like that. So real blessing is someone teach you the advice of Buddhism, and like you just learn something reciting the mantra, like if I give you example, Te ata gadi gadi para sangadi buddhiswa, Heart Sutra mantra. So what is the meaning? Meaning is you should improve your life. The meaning of Te ata gadi gadi is every day you should improve your life through getting more knowledge and transform your mind and transform your behavior every day. So this is the meaning, If you only reciting the mantra without, transform your mind, without transform your behavior, then you are not get blessing. Blessing means you understand the meaning of the mantra and you put those advice in your daily life, and that advice makes you transform your mind, transform your life. Improvement, there's a lot of improvement, change in your life. That is, then you are become happier, you are getting more stronger than before. There's a lot of change in your life. That is the real blessing of the Te ata gadi gadi paragadi. So this is reality, So Buddhism is, always is related with the reality, not just blind faith or something magic power. Those are not acceptable. So whenever you do something prayer, and you reciting the mantra, and you don't think that you are doing very good. So when you put those advice in your daily life, then you are doing good. Otherwise, I give you example. Someone say they are going to New York, and if they repeat 1,000 times and they are not moving from Toledo, then it's not good, It's not make sense. If they really wants to go in New York, then they need to do the flight ticket and, through the train or something or by car, then it makes sense. Same like that. Praying is, when we do the prayer, we say we are going to do good, we are going to help other beings, but you should investigate yourself that are you doing those, you are praying in the shrine room, you are putting those advice in your daily life or not? You should investigate. Then, saying is not enough. So praying is like you say something good, but you are not doing something good. So the main practice is, from my perspective, that, the many people think that their main practice is in shrine room, in prayer hall. Whenever they come outside, then they forget, their mind is same level as ordinary people. So this is not good, So main practice is not in shrine room. In shrine room, when you do the meditation, prayer, all those are not the main practice. Those are preparation. Preparation is prepare that you are, whenever you come out from the shrine room, then the main practice start. Then people will abuse you, disturb your mind. Then what you learn in shrine room through the meditation, then you just use of them. Someone come to disturb you. Now I am going to practice my patience. I am going to understand. I am going to do something poor people. Then I am going to use compassion mind. So that is main practice. So, so many people forget those things, when they come out and they just, in daily life, they don't know that also they can use those practice in their daily life. So we should not separate our daily life or our practice. So that is, biggest, mistake we are doing. We are doing the Buddhism practice in here in temple, and we go outside, then we don't think that, now, the practice all are switch off. we fighting, argument, backbiting, all doing like there's even, our after practicing of Buddhism, after 10 years, there's no change in behavior. But still they are going temple every morning and they do the meditation, but in their daily life there's no change. So this is not good. So we think that in our behavior and practice we make separate. I already do the practice in the morning, but now I'm free. So if you think like that, then it's not make you change. So now, so whenever the death come close to us, then so in our life or previous life, we accumulate a lot of karma, good karma, bad karma. There's a billion karma in our consciousness. We have karma of having hell. We already have the karma which the cause to take our life in demigod, animal, human being, God, all those things. But you have you can choose. You can choose whatever you want. Like when you go to the restaurant and the waiter give you the menu, and you look on that and you choose. Oh, this one I want. It's up to you how you choose. So so it's whenever you choose what you are going to be, your next life is. You are choosing of that, but it's not your control. It's depend on your habit. So in your daily life, if you focus more on negative things, then in that times you choose immediately negative. Even difficult times you think the bad things immediately. Not you can. It's not your control. Like if you have habit of thinking negative things, then someone come to disturb you, then your anger arise. Negative emotions. You cannot think that you should stay humble. You should remain patience, practice, because in your daily life you have you are only focused on negative things. So it's depend on that. So like when you go to the restaurant and in your daily life you are having non-veg always, meat, or and the when you see the menu and you focus only on non-veg, chicken tandoori, chicken like you ignore in veg options. But if you always eat only veggie, then you ignore meat, and you always think, oh, where is the veggie? So it's it depends on how your daily life, your habit choose what food you are going to eat. So it's same like that. So what is the solution? In Buddhism, it says there are 6 realms, 3 lower limbs, 3 upper limbs, hell, demigod. So how you can take the good human life? Human life is best life in those 6 realms. So how you get the human life in your next life, and it's depend on your when you are alive, how you are habituate. So we should try always to focus on positive things. You just ignore the negative things. In this world there are 90% of positive things happening, but there are only 10% of negative things happening. So it's up to you which one you want to focus. Like someone caring each other in every family, they are doing supporting, financial support, emotional support. They're making their 11 child successful life, support by parents, and there's a lot of happy family. You want to focus on that, or there's something killing, shooting, on something very few things happening, abusing, and you want to focus on that. So it's up to you. So it's like that. So in one person, your partner, your family, they have both of good things or bad things, bad habit, good habit, because everyone is not perfect. So every people have fault, mistakes, but how you focus on that is, some people focus only on their fault, and they think that person is not good because they have mistake, they did mistakes. So it's up to you how your focus or perspective. So it's like that. So in your life, if you focus more on positive things to do something good for your life or other people's, then in your difficult times, your focus automatically go on positive things, and you choose good karma to take your next life in good realms. And if you involve in always focus on negative things, then in difficult times it's impossible to focus on good things, you know. So if you have too much attachment with your house, your car, your family, then if you are very close to death, then attachment become bigger and bigger. You don't want to live, you know. So attachment is negative emotions. Then it will not give you the good result in your next life. So what is the solution is, to have to get a new good life is, make habituate of focusing on something, thinking on good, positive things, positive emotions. And one is, so after so when we death is really close to us, so the process of the death is start from stopping use of the four element energy. So first, the stopping of using energy of earth. So then water, energy of water, and energy of fire, then energy of wind. So then when it start stopping energy of earth, then we cannot move our body. So slowly you cannot see, you cannot hear, so it's stopping. And gross consciousness stopped of using. So the subtle consciousness remain, and it's on your heart, the subtle consciousness. Then at the last time, then it's come out from your crown of the head. Then your body and consciousness become separate. Then we call that man is dead. We call it the death. Death means your subtle consciousness separate from your gross body. Then your gross body remain here, but your consciousness go. Once your consciousness separate from your body, and that consciousness we call intermediate state. So it remain around your family or your on your family. So intermediate states. So if you involve in your positive actions and positive things in your daily life, then when you are getting too older and you are about to close to death, it is not just for bad things, because when you know that you are getting the new life better than this life, then it's good news for you. So it's not just bad things happening after death. So So it's like when you are going to somewhere, the place is better than now, then it's good for you. So, so it's up to you that you know what you are going to get your next life. So, so the consciousness separate from your body, then we call the intermediate state. Then how much it stay, the consciousness remain in intermediate state. In Buddhism's, you know, Abhidharma, the Asanga, there's a lot of, you know, Indian guru, and also it mentioned in the Buddha teaching that sutra, it says that maximum is, it will remain 49 days in the intermediate state. And the maximum, but we can take the next life, next body, any of time, you know, in the 49 days. Like some take the new life in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, any of, in a hell or you know, the demigod, all those are, you can get very easy to take the new life. But human life is, you know, little difficult, so it takes long time because it needs, you know, yeah. So that's why in I don't know the other traditional. In Tibetan traditional, we do the ritual prayers until the 49 days. 49 days. So 49 days we do pray. But the question is, after death, when we do the prayers, is it help to that intermediate person of intermediate states? But I don't think really that it's help a lot. It can help little bit with removing obstacles, but not much. So the best thing is, when we are alive, is if we try our best to involve in positive actions, that much help you. Otherwise, the prayers after death, prayers cannot help much, because after your consciousness come into intermediate state, it already make decision that what you are going to take your next life. Because when you are on intermediate state, you have you have the sensory things. You have form, but it's a clear form that we cannot see. They have form, but their body design is same as they are going to take the next life. Same, if you are going to take your next life as a human male, then your intermediate state, their body design is same, look similar to your, that human male. So it's already, make the decision that what you are going to take your next life. So between the prayers on the intermediate state, it's not much help. So what you can help is when you are alive. So that is you should try your best to involve in positive things. And then you in 49 days, it confirmed that we are going to take next life in 49 days. So according to the Buddhisms, there's a lot of traditional, that people think that after 1 year, the consciousness remain here and they are talking with consciousness, some traditional. But according to the Buddhisms, it only remain the maximum 49 days, and they take the next life. They are not remain here. Yeah. So in Buddhism, so we believe that we have beginningless life, previous life, next life. So so we say that some people say there is no proof, so they don't believe because there are no proof. So we should think about there's some logic and reason. It proves that the previous life or next life. So first thing is I will tell you the few logic or reason. So first thing is our body, this gross body come from father and mother, some father parts and mother parts. But the consciousness, where it come from, father or mother? So this is big questions, If it's so, so when we born, our face and body height all similar to some father or mother, but our consciousness very different. Our nature become very different. When father and mother is very calm people, calm person, but their child is very rude, and there's a lot of not the same nature. So then if consciousness come from the father and mother, then it should be like same nature of the parents. Then this, so Buddhisms believe that consciousness not come from father and mother. It's come from the previous life. That's why there's a different nature, different behavior, different interests. Is according to their next life, as a previous life. How your previous life habit or your nature is similar to your next life. And the next thing is, that there's a twins happening, twins brother and sister, and between the twins, there are a lot of different in their nature too. One is rude, and one is very compassion, behavior. There's a lot of different. One is very intelligent, another is not that much intelligent, Then if only the parents, if the consciousness only come from the parents, then they have same parent, same father and mother. Why there's a lot of difference between twins? So like this, there are a lot of the mention the logic, and there's a lot of question that cannot give any answer with a scientific result. Why it's happening? There's a lot of different nature. Some people, yeah. So that's why we cannot say that there's no next life or previous life without any proof. So investigate. We should try investigate, and there's a lot of logic and reason that it exists. The next, beginningless life or next life. Yeah. And the last thing I want to talk about, in Tibetan, many people say that, they pray, in daily life, they pray that, they pray for, that they pray for to having the good life in their next life, because they think that this life is not enough to, not good that much to do the something dharma practice. They think that this life is, I cannot do practice, and I will going to pray that next life is better than this life, and will do more practice in next life. So, but for my perspective, that those thought is, just they are doing excuse, because if they have, better life in next life, then what they are going to have the, the life, what is look like that life? Human life. Human life is the best life, and which is you already have. Yeah, not better than this life. So what you have is the, best life in those 6 realms, and so you when you have already the, best life, then you should try to do practice, not just make something excuse that you are going to have the, next life, better life. There is no better life than this life. You are already have the best life, so you should not do the, so you should know the value of the, this life, human life. You understand everything. You can read. You can feel. Those is everything. So we should try your best to make your life meaningful, and you should take advantage of your body to make your life happier, and those are everything. And your your strongest strength is inside your mind, not from outside. So inside you can learn more knowledge and make your life stronger and make your life happier. So it's all inside you. Just you have to skill to how to use of those part of your body, your wisdom, your compassion mind, all those things make your life balanced, all in your hand. Yeah. So here I'm going to stop my talk. Thank you. Then you can ask questions, and I will try my best.
If you have a question, it would be lovely if you would use the microphone so that some of our friends who are watching can hear our questions. Thank you, Geshe Dawa.
And you can, if you don't have any questions, just you can say something knowledge. You can share your knowledge, and also you can go against my opinion. Yeah.
Wow. My name is Sohan. Thank you for your talk. why 49 days? What's special about 49? The number 49?
So 49 days is, we believe according to the, Buddha teaching, and a lot of, the scholar of the Buddhisms, scholar of the Indian Guru, like Asanga, and all those mention that, the maximum is 49 days. But there are any reason that, sometime, there's no any reason. It's like that. So someone asks that His Holiness Dalai Lama that why God make hell? Why God make hell? So people suffer a lot because the God make hell. So hell. So there's no reason that make someone make hell. It's hell is the reality which people create very worse negative karma, then they have result same like that what they create. So there's no any reason the hell, why is hell create like us some. So I think 49 days is we create when we are alive. It's depend on how we create. So so intermediate state is very short term, short time. So so it is short time, and in 49 days, it takes next life. There's a so in Buddhism we say that our consciousness in intermediate state, our consciousness go to find their destination. They're searching around, and if they are going to take the new life in a human life, then they are searching their around father and mother body, and once they do their job, then immediately the consciousness go inside the mother womb. So it is searching. So that's why it's very not long time. It's very short time because they are always searching. So they get destination in 49 days. I don't think that's good right answer or not.
I accept that answer.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
What is Bardo states? Is that intermediate states?
Prior?
Bardo?
Yeah.
Bardo?
Yeah, Bardo intermediate state.
Is intermediate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Intermediate state means birth and death. So between birth state and death state is called intermediate state. Par means middle in those two of them, birth and death. Pardo.
My name is John, and so when this body dies and this self dies and my consciousness is reborn, that means it's been reborn previously. And does that mean like this consciousness is eternal? Like how does it start?
Yeah.
Your consciousness lives on.
Yeah. Yeah. So according to the Buddhisms, our consciousness is beginningless, but it is not endless. It is endless, but So consciousness is, this life consciousness is come from my previous life, then previous life consciousness is their previous life. So there's no any starting point. It is beginningless. But so we say that so this beginningless call, we take a different life in this existence cycle, human, animal, all those things. So we can samsara, but we can liberate from the samsara. There's a solution that we can overcome from the samsara, because we enter in samsara because of ignorance. So if once we remove or eliminate the samsara, the root of the samsara is ignorance. Once we eliminate those ignorance, then we can overcome from the suffering, samsara.
Thank you.
Geshe Dawa, I have a question. I understand that at death, the form of my body dies and doesn't exist anymore, and my consciousness continues. And the habits that I've had in my life affect what happens in that intermediate, that next stage. My next life is affected by how I live my life. What if I've taken refuge in Buddha and Dharma and Sangha, and I've connected with the Dharma in my life, and still I have bad habits? Because I do, right? Like we all do. So we're trying to work with our habits and our that part of our mind, and we also have the Dharma. How does that affect your next life?
So, Buddhism practice is basic on like a Four Noble Truth on cause and effect. A basic one, you should not, skip the cause and effect. So cause and effect means if you involve in the suffering of the cause, then you get that result. If you involve in the happiness, cause of happiness, then you can have happiness. So if you refuge in the three jewels, but if you not involved in those advice, then three jewels cannot help you, cannot save you. So in Buddhism's, in three jewels, which one is most important? Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. So which one is most important is teaching, not the Buddha or not Dharma. Teaching is important. Teaching will save you. So teaching is as a medicine. Medicine will save you. So why Buddha is precious? Because Buddha teach those advice. That's why, Buddha is not precious because he helped us, save us with power, magic power. So in Buddhism, we don't much believe on magic power. We only believe on the teaching. So why Buddha is precious, and it teach us, teaching. So that's why teaching is the most important. So if we don't follow the teaching, only taking refuge in the the three jewels, then that not much help. So if you believe in Buddha, then you should believe in his teaching and follow the teaching. So what I think is, in reality, we can say that I am the Buddhism, I follow the Buddhism advice, but it not makes you the good human beings if your behavior is not good. So I am Buddhism's. It doesn't mean that I am going to take a good life in your next life, in my next life. Even my behavior is not good in this life. And also, if you are not the follower of the Buddhism, you are following Christian or Muslim or Hindu something, but your behavior is really good, very compassionate, very always thinking about positive things, then you create good karma without believing in three jewels. And it helps you, your next life should be good. Even it doesn't matter you are follower of Buddhism or not. So Buddhism always talk about cause and effect. So these are basic advice. Cause and effect means if you involve in positive actions, then you are going to get good result. So there's some religious thing that their religion follower always go to heaven. Even it doesn't matter what is the behavior or their actions, something affect. So Buddhism's is, the basic one is cause and effect.
My name is Anra Yu. So is it basically kind of how you react to suffering in your life? Like if I react to it always sad or depressed versus, this is just part of my life. Does that create good karma for you then, depending on how you react to suffering in your life? I've spoken.
Yeah. So Buddhism's advice teach you to make your mental strong, So, and to accept accept the reality, So many people feel weak and they fall very easy depressed or frustration or depression because their mental are weak. Then one thing is, they don't accept the reality because, in Buddhism's teach us what is the reality of this world. This world is not perfect. There are a lot of suffering, there are a lot of good things, there are a lot of bad things, and up and down is reality. It's depend on your karma, it's depend on a lot of people. When you are going to do something business, it's depend on customer, it's depend on many things. So that's why up and down happening. if you accept this reality, then your mental prepare to accept something bad if something bad happen in your life. But many people expecting only good things. They never, expect bad things in their life. Like they only hoping good things. Tomorrow is going to be good day. The next week is going to be very good, good weeks, good year, and only expecting good things happening in your life. And someday, the problem, they face problem, then they never accept. They cannot accept because they are expecting only good things. So their expectation is too high. So that's why when something bad comes in your life, then you fall down very easy and you become very frustrated. Their mental is very weak because they never expectation of the bad days or bad time. So in Buddhism teach you that bad things will be happening, impossible in your life. What you can do is prepare your mental, and you stay ready. Make your mental strong and be ready to face the problem whenever problem comes. So meditation is not just to forget problems. If you want to forget the problems, only for problems, then sleeping is the best. When you sleep, you are not remember any problems. So meditation should be to make your mental stronger, accept the reality, concentrate about the solution, make your solution. So then when you do the meditation, you are getting more knowledge, you are getting energy to the focusing on the positive things, and whenever problem comes, you always focus on solution, not focusing on the problems. If you only focusing on the problems, then you are going in a depression, because you are always thinking, oh, I have problem, I have lot of problem. Why I am the only have problem? All people are having good times. Like he is going to do the party, and social media, there are only people showing good things. Then people think, oh, I am the only suffering. Why I am the only suffering? So they are, so meditations, all those should be, prepare your mental stronger, and you should stay always ready to face anything problems. Then whenever problem comes, then you should focus on the solution of the problems with the calm mind, in the right way. Then your life will be more easier. So accept the reality. So Buddhism's whole teaching is, to find the solution with the accept the reality.
Are there any other questions or comments for Geshe Dawa?
My name is Anmei. So you said our karma from a previous life kind of prescribes our lifespan in this. So we have 80 years based on before. But obviously we make our choices, and if we do stupid things, we live less than those 80 years. So if we make really, really good choices, is it possible to live longer than those 80 years? Or is that like, okay, this is your maximum, just don't do stupid things and you won't live less than that?
In Vajrayana practice, it is possible to, to make your life longer. Yeah, but it is very difficult practice. You should do very hard and very deep knowledge. But it is also secret, to make your life longer. But in Buddhism's, if you are having very, meaningful life, if you are doing something good, you always accumulate the good karma in your life. Then your long life should be good. But if you involve only in negative things and you are accumulate only negative karma, then what is the benefit of having, long life? You are always making trouble in your life. You are always making trouble with your family. You are not happy. You are not doing something good. Then, it is, worthless to having, long life. So it's depend on, how your life, your living lifestyle. Yeah. And Vajrayana, there's something practice that you can longer lifespans, but it is, it's very difficult practice. Yeah. And there's something, we do the ritual that about long life. You see, there's a lot of ritual that makes you long life. It means it doesn't make your life longer. It's remove the obstacles that you can have the fully lifespans. Like you have 80 years lifespans, but there are a lot of obstacles. Yeah, you have accident and you have disease. Like there's a lot of obstacles that you cannot stay until 80. So that those rituals remove those obstacles that you can have the exact 80.
I have more than one question, but I'll try to phrase this as best I can. If you could create your own world, would it be free of suffering and pain? And then, what would that be? And then, is there a purpose to pain and suffering, and how much is enough, or how much is too much?
Sorry, can you explain? I cannot understand properly.
If I understand correctly, are pain and suffering necessary?
Oh,
And if you were to imagine a world without pain and suffering, what would that look like, and would that be okay?
yeah. So, suffering is, nature of this world, but we have solution. Buddhism have solution, not like that we don't have solution. So every problem have solution. So whenever we have suffering, it's we are having those suffering because of our actions, because of our, when we fail in your life, because of you are doing laziness, procrastination, you are not doing your best in your job, that's why you are having the failure, something like that. It's your responsibility. So, suffering is not acceptable. Whenever you have suffering, like you have disease, like you have headache, you can take medicine. That's their solution. But Buddhism teach us not the temporary solution. Buddhism teach us the solution, long-term solution, permanent solution, to investigate of the cause of suffering. So, suffering are the result. What is the cause of suffering is, negative actions. So, like if I have something bad things in my life, then I suffer of that, then I investigate what is the cause of this suffering. So if you don't want this suffering again, then you should not involve in the cause of that suffering. Like if you having too much smoking, then you have problem in your body with the health issue. And if you don't want more to become worse, your body, then what is the solution is, what is the cause of this disease? The cause is you are smoking. So this is the cause of you are having the disease. So if you don't want any more of this disease, then you should avoid the cause, the smoking, which you creating this disease. So it's like that. So every suffering is caused by negative actions. If you don't want any more of suffering, then you should avoid involve in negative actions or negative thought. So this is, you can solve. And this life, you already have, you are already in samsara, but the next life you can eliminate from the samsara if you do your best in practice on Buddhism in your life.
Thank you. My name is Myoho. My question to bridge on what you just said is, could you address inherited karma, or especially when we're talking genetic disease? Is that our karma that we're bringing in with us, or do we take on karma from our family, from our parents?
Yeah, so I already told you that there's two different karma, which is we create already in previous life, and so disease have two kind of disease. One disease we create in this life, like eating unhealthy, like a lot of sugar and a lot of unhealthy food, and we have after long years after, we have sugar, diabetes, blood pressure because of. And one disease, it's because of your previous karma. Even you keep your very healthy body, some people have kidney failure, something. So I think some disease depend on your previous karma, some disease depend on your present life, your lifestyle. So then we should try our best how much you keep your body healthier is better. Yeah.
Geshe Dawa, may I go back to the question about suffering?
Yeah.
I'm going to give an example from my day. I caused myself some suffering today because I had way more things to do than were possible. And so I struggled to stay with each breath and each moment in the way that is so liberating. And in that way, I can see that I contributed to my own suffering. But then I think about children and families in our community and all over the world who don't have their next meal. And so that suffering that comes with hunger, or that suffering that comes with poverty, that isn't something that they can change in their situation. Can you speak to how Buddhism considers that kind of suffering? Like if you are born into a family or you're born into a place in the world where in your life you have great hunger and you don't have your basic needs met, how does Buddhism address that kind of suffering?
So in Buddhism, so we are in ordinary beings. Ordinary beings have not that much potential that help in very big amount. So that's why in Mahayana we say that we need to attain enlightenment, state of enlightenment, to help the more amount of sentient beings, and so if we have a real compassionate mind, then we all have potential to help many big amount of the people, but it's impossible that we can help all the sentient beings in the world. So we don't have that enough potential, but we can help many amount. But for that we need to learn more knowledge to make yourself stronger to something very successful life. If you are successful, if you have more knowledge, if you are very strong from the emotional, then you can do something in very big amount. Otherwise, if you don't have much knowledge, if you are not stronger from your emotional, if you are not success in your life, then you cannot do something in a big amount. You can help like a very less people. So usually what I say talk to people, that if you are really compassionate mind, then we should learn knowledge every day. We should come out from the comfort zone to something big, something learn big to your achievement, and make plan for to do something for help people. So many people say they are practicing the bodhicitta, but they don't have any plan to do something help the people. They are just doing their job and sleeping, eating, doing job, but still they say they are. Then I ask them, what are you doing practice for to something bodhicitta practice? And they say they are praying. I say praying is not enough. You should, if you have really compassionate mind, then you make plan. I need to learn these things. I am doing you can help like two things, like sharing your knowledge or something. Sharing your knowledge is helping for emotional, and something you earn money and you can support from the expenses, from money. Then you need successful life to something. If you have something, then you can share. If you don't have to share like a knowledge or money, then you cannot help. So it is, you take steps and make plan to. It is impossible to help all the beings in the world. So whatever you can do is your environment. You can support your family, you can support your friends, and you can make, spread. You can make expand, with the community, with your country. So that is what we can do.
We have one more, the final question.
Hello, my name is Ryushi. Maybe not so much a question, but maybe just a comment. First of all of this is so hard to language about, and you're doing such a good job in your second language, so thank you for sharing the Dharma with us tonight. One of the things that really stuck out to me while you were talking was when you, I loved the phrase you used when you said, your primary practice begins when you get up off the cushion. And to me, that's speaking to that bodhicitta, to that alleviating suffering for yourself, for others. Like, that's where that work starts. And you can't do that work in the world until you've had the time on the cushion. But like, I think that plays into what your question, right? Like, that's what's coming up for me is like, that's where that work starts. And I know your talk tonight was centered around death and dying in our next life and the Bardo state, and that's all exceptional guidance. And what I'm hearing also is that the Dharma, the medicine, the teachings from the Buddha, that jewel, it's not just we don't follow these teachings just to prepare for our next life that is 80 years plus 49 days from now. It's to prepare for our next life that is 30 seconds from now, to prepare for our next life that is a year from now. And I don't know, I think that's just really loud for me tonight. Like, it occurs to me that like we're all always on the precipice of heaven and hell, and the purpose of the teaching and the purpose of the practice isn't just to get to the heaven state. It's actually to see through heaven and to see through the hell states, right? Because that's where the alleviation of suffering actually occurs. And I guess my question to you is like, is that right understanding? And am I hearing you correctly? And I know that's a lot. So thank you.
Yeah. I think you understand what I means. And one questions you asked me that about suffering. So some traditional religious believe that whenever you have suffering, you are reducing the bad karma, and they are doing intentionally make more suffering, like beating stick or using knife and cut their body. So that is not good, because religious purpose is to remove the suffering, not to make your body suffering, more suffering. So, so the Buddhism's, so any religious is to reduce the suffering, remove the suffering, not to make more suffering in your life. So in any religious practice, if that practice make your body hurt, make your body very uncomfortable, then it makes your body harmful, then we should not follow. So it is make your life body healthier, all the purpose. Okay, so suffering is nature, but we can reduce the suffering of thinking about solution, not to make your suffering is nature. I accept the suffering. You are not thinking about the solution. It's not right way. And second one is, whenever you see that there's a lot of starvation and the people a lot of suffering because of the poor, and but too much worrying is worthless, I think. So when we worry too much, we're thinking of that, So the solution is what you can do. What you can do is solution, how much you have potential to help other beings. So you try your best to help other beings. You try your best to avoid harming other beings. That is enough. What you are doing your best. So if we thinking too much worry about there's a lot of suffering in the world, then it doesn't make, it's worthless, It doesn't help. Worrying doesn't help. In the Shanti Deva said, if the problems cannot be solved, then what is the benefit of worrying? So it's like that. So less worry, think more about, solution. Thank you.
Just wanted, on behalf of the temple and everybody who's here online and here in the room with us, to say thank you for your teaching, and to let everyone here know, and if you wanted to spread the word, that there are still opportunities to set up individual meetings with the monks to do blessings and empowerments over the course of the next few days, including Saturday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And if you wanted to schedule something like that for a donation, you can see me afterward or message the temple, and I'll get you set up. Your teaching has been so nourishing, Geshe Dawa. I'm wondering if you would dedicate the merit of our time together, just for the benefit of all beings.
Yeah. Okay. First I do the dedication ritual, okay? Jambe bao jidara kemba da kundo sambo tiang di shinde de da kunje jeso da lo kyawa de da tamje rabdo ngo chanjo zinjo rimbo che ma ge banam ge gyo je kyawa nyamba me ba kone kondo pe warai sho jise nanga ne ba dan joa jise ne gyo tese danye ne sin Trove dunye se warai sho.